Alright then. I've gone through with both the first three missions of each faction, but I wanted to take a little break in this video here to show off something. So, we're going to go to my e-file here, go to my games, go to Steam Apps, go to Common. We'll cycle down to the folder for KKND here. So, a manual. Alright, so, for those who don't know, basically back in the day of the 90s, there's basically no real internet, so people basically had manuals for the games, as opposed to having online stuff and stuff like that. And basically, we basically have a manual here. And it basically gives us a breakdown of important things about this game, command reference, a summary of what basically happened, basic stuff, the buildings of each faction, multiplayer, stuff like that. Anyhow, let's go on to the command reference here. So, command reference. So basically, you got mouse commands to select units, determine unit status, move units, attack, and stuff like that. You have fast scroll with right click and drag. You have deselect, cancel production. You have shift key basically to manage your menu stuff. You have move forward and back buttons with tab and shift tab. You have highlight option with enter, pause to access the main menu of escape. The keyboard menu controls don't work when the game's paused, so stuff like that. And then you have control groupings for units as well. Now, going through this command reference here, I just want to point this out here. You'll note that there's basically no press A key basically to attack stuff, no S key to sort of stop units in progress. And that's basically something to note about this game here. It's a very basic control scheme for a command and conquer style sort of game here. And it makes me wonder, how much of this game is considered to be one of the better RTSs as a result of this. I know a lot of people basically have a lot of give praise for this game back in the day. Though a lot basically were also saying it's basically a clone of C&C, for example. And in many ways, I find this is very true, because Dark Reign, for example, which is basically a game for this time period, had its own thing going with commands for your AI to do stuff. So it basically sets itself apart from Dark Reign did from StarCraft or Command & Conquer. But this game I'm not really seeing as much. Anyhow, let's just get to the backstory here. So Earth, what the hell happened? So the past. It's unclear who threw the first stone, but in any case, it was a big one, with warning, nuclear device plastered all over. Lots of warheads rained down from the heavens, following the first, and within a week, little was left of humanity. A few stragglers stayed alive on the surface, while the others scuttled underground at the first hint of nuclear war, and were spared the initial effects. But most of the population turned to ash, although it must be pointed out that they saved on cremation fees, leaving two races of people, the survivors and the evolved. The survivors stayed underground for 60 years, eating recycled food that made Soylent Green look like healthy hot cuisine. But it wasn't the tin can dinners that drove them back to the surface. It was the lack of resources needed to run their rapidly decaying technology. The war destroyed most machines, and those left over were cannibalized to create life support systems. The survivors managed to hold on to the technological know-how to create just about anything. All they needed was resources, and maybe some time in the sun. A military community, the survivors now want to take the surface and wipe the tainted land from the freakers' filthy, stinking dead hides. And then we have the evolved. When the sunblock ran out, the living folks in the Earth's surface mutated pretty badly. These people, eventually calling themselves the evolved, had to battle mutated beasties and plants, and even though they eventually tamed some of these critters, they still don't have it too good a time. Their mutant warrior brains didn't quite cook in the intensified sun, but sauteed lightly in their natural juices. The evolved came to believe that the fiery destruction was caused by angry gods, the scourge who punished humans for doing forbidden scientific and political things. If the evolved see the Earth returning to former methods of leadership, well, they won't be too pleased at all, and they'll try to stop it with force. And then we get to the present. Ever since the first survivor popped his blinking head above the ground, there's been trouble. Survivors want to reclaim what they believe belongs to them, the true humans. The Evolved want to stop the survivors for the sake of the planet, for to continue on their path would be to bring down an even less forgiving scourge. So there's war. And war needs war machines. And more machines need oil. Oil is the basic and rare commodity. You got oil, you got power. Simple. Whoever wins the war wins the near barren land. Not much of a prize, but there ain't much else to win. Alright, so there's the basic stuff. You know, you have new game, low game, play missions, stuff like that. Get your objectives and stuff like that. So basically build and maintain troops and stuff to basically fight and extract oil and then blur their side. Alright, so basically just like, go through like all this stuff here. There's like a sort of like quick features like, cycle through stuff, so you basically get the the buildings and stuff like that. So you have like survivor buildings here, for example. So we can see like the survivors like forces and stuff like that here. And if I go down here, basically see your units and stuff. So we have like the rifleman, the SWAT. Eventually they'll have like technicians who are basically the rivals of the mechanic. And they have like their vehicles. So you have like dirt bike, 4x4 pickup. Now, if I basically get down to like the evolved stuff down here, I'll note that you can get some interesting ideas about these guys here as well. So if I like go down to like say the monster truck, so that's basically right here, the monster truck. This truck is probably a lot less monstrous than the mutants who drive it, but it can do monstrous things, like running people over. Okay, and occasionally shooting them with its big machine gun, if you want to get graphic. So basically, the monster truck's basically there to squish people or to like shoot them down basically. So not bad. Now note that the survivors, as you basically already guessed from the giant scorpion, they have like beasties basically on their side to like help them out. They have like the missile crab, which is basically their big like bad unit, so to speak. And it's be like compared to like the survivors unit, which is basically let's see here. They have the all-can tanks. That's basically their big unit there. Alright, so you basically have an idea of like how this basically works. If we go down to the credits here, you can basically see like it's basically made by like Melbourne House here, and I believe these guys basically are in Australia, so you can basically see here because it says EA Australia, and by the way, you have like Alliance and stuff like that. So there's like a little glimpse basically of the manual and stuff like that. Let's get into the game itself, and I'm only going to do this one more time where you basically see like the cutscenes, but well, why not? It's still like early in the series. I won't cut out this yet. Just skip ahead if you don't like this part. And I think I forgot to FX Steam, as I did, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit for that, but that's fine. Now I will basically jump into like the Evolve first, I guess, because I didn't actually go over the mission briefing for the first Evolve mission, so I'll just get that out of the way, and then let's jump into like the Evolve mission 4 to like get to it. And by the way, note that like when I basically into these cutscenes here, like for both the Evolved and the Survivors, they both have like the communications teams being like blah blah blah, funny stuff here. Missiles away.
The War of 2079 had no winners. Those who survived either scuttled to safety underground or were left outside to face radiation and mutagenic viruses. Over 60 years have passed, And now the two armies wish to own the surface. So, there is war. It is a war for land, for oil, for humanity, and it is for keeps.
Alright, so there we go. Let's quickly jump into the first mission of like the survivors here, so or not survivors, but you know, evolved. The return of the slugs, apparently.
Dakin Ho, you have been a great hunter for many years. Time should be good now, but the earth speaks and I am afraid of what I hear. Life crawls from holes in the ground, and I fear it is the Symmetrics back from the dead. Not since the Scourge have their unholy feet touched the land. I hope my feelings are wrong. Take a hunting party and search. Kill what is not normal and bring it to me. You are a great hunter, Dakin Ho. Soon you may be a great leader also.
Alright, so I really wish I was kept between games, but whatever. Mission briefing. Return of the slugs. The chieftain has a feeling that Symmetrics are actually alive, and some may have broken through to the surface. Hunt them down and kill them. Alright, so that's basically mission briefing for this one. Let's just go to the main menu here. Whoop, I didn't mean to press a new game here. We're gonna play a mission. Raid the fort.
Ah, Dakin Ho. The chieftain is deep in prayer, begging forgiveness for the use of the Earth's blood. So he's asked Runner-E to take care of the war. We've been conducting raids, and the sluggy little Symmetrics have spread their forces too thin defending themselves. They've left a supply post very much under-defended. Take a party, including some of our happy machines, which we call monster trucks, and steal the abandoned tankers. Escape west with at least 2 of them. See you.
Alright, well. Looks like we have a typical this like, you know, kill everything that moves. We got monster trucks, we got bike and sidecar, dire wolves, pyromaniacs. So we got ourselves our flaming units. And the other guys over here. Alright, so we're just gonna get these guys basically over here. You guys give me group 3.
Sure thing. You're talking to me? Speak.
Group 2.
Yeah.
Group 1.
You're talking to me?
Group 4.
What? Speak. Yeah. You're talking to me? What?
So I guess like, you know, the voice acting for these guys is basically like, you know, organic guys. And then there's like, you know, non-organic guys. So that's basically how these guys basically function.
Speak. Sure thing.
Oh, there's the enemy right there.
You're talking to me? Sure thing. You're talking to me? Speak. You're talking to me? Sure thing.
You gotta watch out for these guys. They're not exactly like, you know, tough or whatever.
You're talking to me? Walk.
We'll get my campfire basically out in the field.
Yeah. You're talking to me? Speak. You're talking to me? Speak. Sure thing. Sure thing. I'm walking. Sure thing. Yeah. You're talking to me? Sure thing. Speak.
Do 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 do.
Sure thing. Yeah.
stay in a bridge for now.
Sure thing.
Follow this little like dirt road.
Sure thing. Speak. You talking to me? Speak. Sure thing. I'm walking. What? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's so yeah. You talking to me? You talking to me?
Alright, well, that was interesting.
Yeah, sure thing. What? Be there soon. Yeah, oh yeah. What? I'm walking.
You know, I never actually went through a mission brief for this one here, so... Raid the fort. Our raids have left a symmetric supply post very much under-defended. Take a party and some monster trucks and steal their abandoned tankers. Escape west with at least 2 tankers. So, it's basically a retrieval mission here, so... You know, very much inspired by, like, you know, Command and Conquer some of these missions basically are.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. That's so weird. What? Sure thing. Yeah, oh yeah. Be there soon. Yeah. What?
Dagger hand here. I'm not sure I'm doing too well here. Well, maybe let's just restart this mission.
Ah, Dakenho. The chieftain is deep in prayer, begging forgiveness for the use of the Earth's blood. So he's asked Runner-E to take care of the war. We've been conducting raids.
I'm not bothered if you look on our, like, you know,
has
left there, you can see, like, you know,
too thin defending themselves.
some interesting tidbits about
They've
the
left the supply
symmetrics.
post very much under-defended. Take a party.
Have I left the gas on? Have I left the iron on? Have I left the stove on? I wonder which door should be my bed. I usually should have gone before I left the
with
I
at
left.
least 2 of them. See you.
Alright, so watch out for base defenses, obviously.
What? Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. What? Oh yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. What?
I'm just gonna group these guys like so.
Yeah, yeah. You talking to me? You talking to me? Sure thing. You talking to me? Yeah, yeah.
I'm leaving these guys by the way because, like, you know,
You talking to me? Sure
I want to show off something. So
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
they basically squish stuff.
Sure thing.
That's how they basically operate.
Speak. You talking to me? Speak. Sure thing. Oh yeah. Sure thing. Oh yeah.
Up and down hills.
Sure thing. Oh yeah. Sure thing. Oh yeah. Yeah. What? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You talking to me? What? Yeah.
Ooh.
Sure thing. Oh yeah.
So here's an oil derrick basically up here. Oh! So these guys can be squished by, like, you know, oil tankers. That's worth knowing.
That's so dead.
By the way, I want to know if this guy basically has a blue background here.
Yes, be there soon.
Yeah.
I found out that recently, like, you know,
You talking to me? That's so dead.
that basically, like, veterancy in this game, there is like a veterancy system, and it's based on who basically has, like, you know, colored backgrounds.
Oh yeah.
Ow.
That's so dead.
Oh, I got the tankers.
Sure thing. That's so dead. Oh yeah. That's sure thing.
So here's the tankers basically up here to steal.
Sure thing. Speak.
Journey has begun.
Well,
You talking
I guess they have
to
like
me?
two bases on this map, and if I attack the wrong base, you, like, you know, get your ass handed to you.
Sure thing. Speak.
But yeah, I looked at veterancy in this game. It's based on, like, you know, the colored backgrounds of these guys playing here. The more blue they basically get, the more veterans they basically become. And when I turn red, basically they like start to like self-heal and stuff like that when they're like stationary.
You talking to me? Speak.
Journey has begun.
You talking to me? What? Oh yeah. Yeah.
Be there soon.
What?
Be there soon.
Yeah.
Be there
What?
soon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're setting out
Yeah.
their stuff here.
Be there soon.
What?
With pleasure.
Speak.
With pleasure. With
You talking to me?
pleasure. Be there soon.
That worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
Be there
What?
soon.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, there's a destination I have to take them to. Nice.
What?
Be there soon.
Yeah.
With pleasure. Be there soon.
Well, there's mission 4 for the, you know, Evolve done.
The chief still prays, and we pray for the chief. But now to the war. Our scouts report a symmetric attack party headed for my home village of Grand Breton. We've set up an ambush on the South Road, their shortest route. But they're stupid, and took the longest. We've lost contact with the original defense party to the south, and you'll need their help to stave off this attack. You'll need to make contact with them and band together. We can't have any symmetric units cross the river. We won't be able to hold them. May the spirits go with you.
Alright, well. I plan to do like both the, like, you know, 4th missions for each of these factions, so we'll play mission, go back to survivors, and we'll go to rescue the scout. Good old scout.
The camp is secure, Commander, but there's trouble elsewhere from a scout you may already have met. Take a look.
4 hours and I've mapped the entire northwest quadrant. I'm just going to take my ATV around to the south. Oh no. I think I've done it again.
We believe he's alive. His location is vague. We couldn't triangulate, but we quadrilateralized pentagonally. He's somewhere around the area on your display. Fight your desire to leave him where he is and bring him home alive.
Ah, yes, we have to go rescue the unit. That's what this one's basically all about.
Receiving.
These guys are all terrain vehicles, by the way. They have like flamers eventually, but you know, not right now.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Ready. Receiving.
And yeah, I can't shift
Sir,
like, you know,
yes.
click to basically like, you know,
Alrighty then.
group these guys like, you know, as you would in other games.
Yeah. Ready. Alrighty then.
They have to go down here, I think.
Alrighty then. Yeah. Okay. Yes, sir. I'll take it. Receiving. Yes, sir. Yes. Ready. Moving.
Let's go find a scout.
Yes.
He's got to retrain, you know, into something more like productive for him.
Moving. Ready. Yes. Yes, sir. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. I'll take it. Moving. Yeah. Okay. I'll take it. Yes, sir. I'll take it. Yes, sir.
Consider it dead.
Yeah. Moving.
That's done.
Alrighty then. Yes, sir.
Consider it
Yeah.
dead.
Okay. Receiving.
Consider
Yes,
it
sir.
dead.
Take it. Ready. Yes.
There we go.
Moving. Moving.
Now I have to look for Mr. Scout here.
Okay.
Consider it dead. Consider it dead. Consider it dead. Yep. I'm there. Consider it dead. Yep. I'm there. Yep. I'm
Just
there.
systematically running around killing everything, you know.
Yep. I'm there. Yep. I'm there. Consider it dead. I'm there.
Yes, sir.
Yep, you can switch with the ATVs too, you know.
Consider it dead. Consider it dead. Consider it dead. Yep. I'm there.
I think these guys probably get triggered to attack you when you're like, you know, you're being really slow, but whatever.
Yep.
You guys over there, apparently.
I'm there. Yep.
Notice that some of these guys are getting veteran status real fast. Now, I don't think vehicles repair themselves, but, you know, these troops should, so...
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Consider it dead.
Yeah.
I'm there. Yep. Consider it dead.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm there.
The troops should, like, self-repair.
Receiving.
Yep, you can see it right there. It's self-repairing slowly.
Consider
Yes,
it
sir.
dead. Consider it dead.
Alright, well.
Yep,
I'm running out of guys in the map to kill.
I'm there. Yep. I'm there. Yep,
That's probably a broken bridge, by the way.
I'm there. Yep,
No, it's actually a surviving bridge. Cool.
I'm there. Yep,
And, you know, it has a very, like, you know, old CNC flair where, like, you know, unless you know the map, it's like, you know,
yep,
a chore to play it.
I'm there.
Got it, Commander. Receiving.
We got the scout.
There.
Got it, Commander. Got it, Commander. Yeah.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Ready.
Yep, I'm listening. Yep. I'm listening.
That was fun.
Sir. Got it, Commander.
So you have to bring them all the way back there now.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Got it, Commander. Got it, Commander.
Ah, crap.
Receiving.
Consider it dead. Consider it dead.
Got it, Commander. Got it, Commander.
Well, that's what mission failed base looks like.
The camp is secure, Commander, but there's trouble elsewhere from a scout you may already have met. Take a look.
4 hours, and I've mapped the entire northwest quadrant. I'm just going to take my ATV around to the south. Oh no. I think I've done it again.
We believe he's alive. His location is vague. We couldn't triangulate, but we quadrilateralized pentagonally. He's somewhere around the area on your display. Fight your desire to leave him where he is and bring him home alive.
I find it funny, by the way, that we're actually, like, you know, rescuing a scout because, like, you know, it's like one guy we're trying to rescue.
Receiving. Okay. I'll take it. Okay. Okay. I'll take it. Alrighty then. Receiving. Moving. Yeah. Yes. Receiving.
Group 1.
Yes, sir. Yes. Ready. Alrighty then. Yes, sir.
Group 4.
Yeah. Alrighty then. Receiving. Yes, sir. Yeah. Ready. Receiving. Yes, sir. Ready.
There we go.
Alrighty. Alrighty then. Yeah. Yes. Moving. 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 Ready. I'll take it. Yes, sir. Alrighty then. Okay. Okay. I'll take it. Ready. Alrighty then. Moving.
Do.
Alrighty then. Yeah. Alrighty then. Receiving. Alrighty then. Yeah. Moving. Receiving. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Receiving. Okay. Okay.
Consider it dead.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Do.
Moving. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. I'll take it. Ready.
Consider it dead.
Getting some good veteran status on my guys here.
Okay. Okay. Receiving. Alrighty then. Yeah. Yes. Receiving.
Consider it dead.
Yes, sir. Moving. Yes. Receiving.
Consider it dead. I'm there. Yep.
Ready. Ready. Moving.
That's probably not bad. When these guys basically have veteran stats, actually get a little more accurate as well as, like, you know, being able to self-heal.
Receive, yes, sir. Yeah.
I'm there. Yep.
Yes, sir. Alrighty then. Yes, sir.
Consider it.
Receive, okay. Yeah.
I'm there.
And again, comments experience based on, like, you know, when they fire their guns, not when they, like, you know,
Yes, sir. Moving. Ready. Moving.
kill stuff as opposed to, like, other games.
Yep.
It's all about them being combat action, so to speak.
Alrighty then. Yes, sir. Yes. Okay. Receiving. Okay.
Consider it dead.
Ready.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I forget, was there something across the bridge or is this a scout?
Yep. I'm there. Yep. I'm there. Yep.
Got it, Commander. Yes, sir.
Yep.
There's a scout.
I'm there.
Got it, Commander.
Oh! I think these guys got spawned in. Interesting.
Receiving. Yes, sir.
So I guess there is a little bit of spawning in this game. Cool.
Got it, Commander. Ready.
Consider it dead. Consider it dead. Consider it dead.
Got it, Commander. Receiving.
I'm there. Consider it dead.
Got it, Commander.
Yep. I'm there. Yep. I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Receiving.
Consider it dead.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
I'm there.
Receiving.
Consider it dead.
So these guys basically in first.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Ready.
Consider it dead.
Receiving.
Consider it dead. Consider it dead. Consider it dead. Consider it dead.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Consider it dead. I'm there. Yep. Consider it dead. I'm there. Yep.
Got it, Commander. You got it, Commander. Ready.
Yep.
I assume at some point we're gonna have like a huge rush of troops basically attack us soon, so. We're just gonna outrun them this time around.
You got it, Commander. Got it, Commander. You got it, Commander. Yes, sir.
Yep. I'm there. Yep.
You got it, Commander. 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 Yes, sir.
Yep.
You got it, Commander. You got it, Commander. You got it, Commander.
So he only says one line to scout, but whatever.
Ready.
Yep. I'm there.
Go, 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 Mr. Scout! Go, go, go!
Yep. I'm there.
Thanks for saving the scout again.
Alright, well. That seems like a nice little stopping point for, like, you know, this little video. We actually do like a look at the manual. We actually, like, you know, save a scout and, like, you know, get some oil tankers. I'm quite happy about that. Hope you guys basically are enjoying the game. And we'll get into it more when we basically get back to it, so take care.